Hello everyone! Etched metal details are one of my favorite ways to detail a kit. They're cheap, there's plenty of choice, and they look great. Today we will take a look at how you can prepare your model and apply them for a smooth result. Here we have one of the sheets that I've been using on my models. These round ones work as screws, and they're the easiest ones. There are different sizes and patterns. I'll be working on the leg of the entry-grade new Gundam, and I like to apply the screws around the corner of a plate, which kinda makes sense in my opinion. The idea is that the screw keeps the pieces together. The first thing you want to do is to find a point where to apply the detail, and of course it needs to be easily replicable on the other side, and also the other leg. It's pretty easy. I start attaching some scribing tape following one of the edges. Then I do the same on the second edge of the corner, where I want the screw to be. Now we need an incision, and I usually use a scribing needle for this. You can use your hobby knife, but it won't be as precise. Just point it at the corner of the two strips and make a little hole. The detail I want is a 2.5mm, as shown on the sheet. The tool for the job is a flat tip for my hand drill, which is exactly 2.5mm. These tips have a little needle on top. Just make it slide inside the little hole we made so it won't move around and start a gentle drill. How deep is really up to you. I like my details to be at the same level as the part surface, so I never drill a lot, but it's a personal preference, no right or wrong here. A quick clean and we have a perfect round hole. At this point you want to proceed with all your customization. Paint your kit, panel line, top coat, anything you want. The next step is always the last thing you want to do on your model. I like my metal details to retain that nice shine, and a top coat will ruin it. For the sake of this demonstration, I will quickly fill the hole with a black marker, but you can use your regular panel liner for it. Having a black background will help the detail to pop, especially on white bright kits. A quick clean, and we're ready for the application. You will need some glue for the next step, and I highly recommend to use modeling glue. A regular super glue like the ones you can find at Bunnings or whatever hardware store is close to you risks to create that frosty looking oxidation around, which is going to ruin everything. Modeling glues are often a safer choice. Pour a drop of it. Grab your detail. And use a needle or even a toothpick to apply a very small amount. Now we can delicately apply your little screw and adjust it a bit while the glue is still soft. And here we go, it's a perfect fit. You can see how the black background is working as a panel line and makes the metal detail pop nicely. Before we move to the rectangular details, don't forget to like and subscribe if you're enjoying this content. I have more coming soon. Let's choose a spot for the next detail. This big flat section looks like a prime position. I think this size will fit very nicely too. Yeah, it looks great. For the record, it's a 7mm per 1.5mm. The first thing I want to do now is to find the center of this part. And in this case, this little gap here is the easiest way. I can use a measured scribing tape, aligning the markings with the edges. Once I found the center, I can use a second strip and a pencil to mark it down. Now I can use more tape, aligned with the panel's top side and centered on the line I drew. Knowing how long the detail is, I can easily count the markings on the tape and sign down the edges. Couple of strips later, we're almost ready to go. This is a great time for a test fit, before any scribing. And it looks good. Let's now start with scribing the longer edge. Together with the tape, it will be a great guide for the next steps. I want to carve a fitting for the detail, and we know that's 1.5mm wide. But I want to give myself a bit of extra room, so I will use a 1.7mm strip. As I shown in my carving tutorial, link in the description if you didn't watch it, I'll now press with the blade to create an incision, using the corner between the strips as a guide. I'll repeat the process on the other side too. Now we can push and remove a small wedge of plastic, which gives us a great step to start carving. Let's start our carving with the gentle passes, following the scribed edge of the tape. Let's do it in both directions, trying to keep the bottom nicely leveled. If you're feeling confident, you can reverse the chisel and let it lay on the plastic, removing a little layer at a time. If the edges aren't perfectly sharp, don't worry, I'll show later how to adjust them. Remember to give a quick sanding to the part when you're done. One more test, and we can see that the edge detail fits perfectly. Something I like to do, that will also solve any irregularity, is to smooth the edges. Just angle the blade at 45 degrees and gently start passing it on all sides. Apart from fixing any mistakes, I think it makes the whole job looks better. As we did for the round detail, you want to apply the rectangular one last, after any other work on the kit. I will simulate the panel line once again with a black marker. Let's use our needle again to apply glue to most of the metal. The detail is very soft, so I'm keeping the corner without glue lifted on purpose, so I can apply some glue on the side easily. A gentle press, and our job is done. What do you think? Will you add some of these details to your next kit? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and see you soon!